Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Rise and shine. It's another beautiful Friday morning of the 16th of May 2025. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good morning to you. Welcome to the Muslim Insight Show. My name is Zamzam Ahmed and my sign language interpreter is Ilhan Noor. Our topic of discussion today is Sisters Conference. It's an initiative organized by AMUK students. And in studio, I am joined by Zahra Ahmed, who is an assistant treasurer of AMUK. And at the far end, we have Hafsa Yusuf, the legal affairs secretary. Ladies, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Really honored to have you here today at Horizon TV. Karibuni sana Horizon.
Shukran.
I heard that you guys have organized a sisters conference. Make sure to reserve a seat for me. Anyways, let me start with you, Zahra, as the assistant treasurer. Maybe you can tell us about the event in details before we get into the deeper details. Where the event is, what the event is, who organized the event and everything.
Thank you. So about the event, the Sisters Conference, this is a program that has been organized by the Association of Muslims in universities and colleges in Kenya, and it is designed to bring together Muslim women from across the country to engage in meaningful discussion. And about the event, it is scheduled to happen on the 17th of May 2025, which is tomorrow. And it's gonna be starting at 8 a.m. till 4 a.m. at Adams Mosque. And for the event, there is a small entry fee of 100 shillings, which you have to pay for you to be able to attend the event. And lastly, the theme of the event is Radiating Faith, the role of Muslim women in the society.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's why we have you ladies here, the role of women in the Muslim community, mashallah. That is really amazing. Maybe I come to you, Hafsa. What really inspired the creation of the Sisters Conference? We know that AMUK usually organizes or is mainly for the students' kitty to support Muslim students in the universities who are going through a lot. And we also have the General Dawah Conference. What really inspired the creation of the first Sisters Conference?
Thank you for your question. Since AMUK was formed, we have been having a lot of events that has been involving both men and women.
Yeah.
We realized or we recognized the need for creating a space where Muslim women can come and share their personal experiences, engage in spiritual enlightenment, and also get a chance to empower themselves and educate themselves about their role as a woman and also their rights as a Muslim woman. So basically, the upshot is we realized that we needed to create a space for the Muslim women to comfortably come together and discuss matters pertaining the Muslim in the society.
Okay. Talking about discussion, maybe Zahra, you can tell us who are the invited guests, or rather, who are the speakers of the day?
Okay. For the speakers, we'll have a lineup of speakers, which are we have Sheikh Mubarak Awes. Secondly, we have Madam Fatuma Saman. Thirdly, we have Madam Rukia Koshele. Then we also have Huda Ibrahim, who is the founder of Lanterns Within. We also have Sumaya Hassan, who is the CEO of Takaful. And lastly, we have Bilqis Indrid.
Wow, amazing. Such beautiful speakers you have, guys, and very big people, I can say. Maybe you can tell us the topics of discussion, and maybe each of the speaker they will take through the day.
Okay. So as of the first speaker, we have Mbaraka West, whereby his topic is wasomi wa kike katika Uislamu. Basically, it's all about the women in higher education, the Muslim women in higher education, and how they contribute to how they contribute positively to the society. Secondly, we have Madam Fatuma Saman, whereby she'll be talking about balancing education, faith, and leadership. It's basically how we are able to balance our education as Muslim women, our faith, our Islamic values, and everything, and how we connect the two of them with our leadership roles. Thirdly, we have Madam Bilkis, whereby she'll speak about the topic on how women can tackle modern challenges with Islamic wisdom. It's all about using the Islamic values and all that we have been written as Muslim women in Islam, and how we can tackle our challenges using that. Fourthly, we have Rukia Koshele, whereby she's going to be talking about the role of Islam in promoting mental well-being and resilience among Muslim women. Lastly, we have Huda Ibrahim Haidar, whereby she'll be talking about balancing giving to ourselves and others, whereby we need to think about our own before giving out to others. And lastly, we have Madam Sumaya Hassan, whereby she'll be speaking generally on the topic of the role of women in the Muslim community.
Wow, that is really amazing. Such beautiful topics. Wasomi wa kike, Islam, role of Islam in mental well-being, giving, that is charity, role of women, modern challenges, how women can conquer or rather cope with the modern challenges, balancing education, faith, and leadership. That are really interesting topics for ladies to understand. Maybe let me come to you, Hafsa. This event, for the betterment of our viewers who are maybe interested in attending this event, probably you can take us through the event, from what time to what time, and everything in details about the event or the day.
Okay, the event is set to start at 8 a.m. and end at 4 p.m. We have lined up speakers, as Zahra has mentioned them. We also have breaks where our sisters can network, talk to each other, share experiences, maybe educate one another, apart from the speakers that we have lined up who are going to speak. That's basically it, yeah.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Are there any group discussions probably?
Yeah, there are interactive sessions. There are also activities where the speakers have lined up for themselves, they've planned themselves, and they're going to give out during their sessions, inshallah. We can't wait for them.
Okay, for the betterments, I know someone out there is really asking. This is an event that will start from 8 and end at 4. Definitely, there is a lunch break. The entry fee is 100.
Yeah.
So, do I get the chance to take lunch there?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We promise you that there is lunch.
Mashallah, that is amazing. Maybe let me come to you, Zahra. This event was scheduled for 20th April last month. We are in May and the event will be tomorrow, which is 17th. So what led to the postponement of this event?
Yeah, the event was scheduled to happen on the 20th of April, but we had to push it forward due to some unavoidable circumstances, and these circumstances are, we had issues to do with, firstly we had issues to do with finances. Of course, an event cannot go on, or we cannot proceed with an event while we have uncertainty about finances, and finances play a very big role in making the event a very big success. And secondly was about the publicizing. We had not yet publicized very well about the event, and as we know, the more we use our social media platforms, the more we inform people about the program, the more we're going to have more attendees. But then we thought that since we never had a good number of people who had registered, it would be better to push the event forward, knowing that if we push it forward, we're going to get a good attendance and a very pleasing attendance. Yeah.
Oh, that is really amazing. Talking about finance being an issue, not publicizing well. Probably you can tell us about the challenges you guys have been facing throughout the journey as AMUK in general.
Okay, some of the challenges, most probably in finances and also in publicizing the event. I'll start with the finances first. I think it's about finding sponsors, people who are willing to sponsor your event. Of course, it's not at all times you want to plan for an event and you are 100% sure, but these people do have money, or these sponsors do have money. So it's just a matter of chance. You just come up with your proposal and just send it to the sponsors, whereby you can't be sure you're going to get that money. Then about the publicizing, I think it's just the Instagram platforms that we usually use. We have our AMUK channel, whereby we forward our information. And I think some of the challenges in publicizing and stuff, we do have people, I will say, who are, they do see the messages, but they tend to ignore. And I think that's like ignorance and stuff. So the thing is, if we stop being ignorant and we do make follow-ups on the WhatsApp groups, on our Instagram pages, then those problems of attendance and people not attending our event like in good numbers, I think it will decline, and a good number will come for our events.
Okay. And are there any other challenges generally as AMUK that you are facing when it comes to organizing events? Any other apart from financial crisis and publicizing?
I think generally those play like a major role in the challenges. Of course, there are challenges here and there, whether it's during the event itself, you feel like you have organized something, you have planned, you have scheduled for something, it doesn't go the way you had hoped for. So yeah, I think that's actually just one of the minor challenges that we face as AMUK during events.
Maybe let me come to you, Hafsa. She has talked about the general issue or the general challenges that AMUK is facing. And probably you can tell us about the challenges you guys have been facing or has faced organizing the Sisters Conference specifically.
Okay. One challenge I'd say that's general and also we faced in organizing this conference is, at the end of the day, we are university students.
Yeah.
Where some of us are not working. I guess it would be in terms of time management. We have classes. Maybe you have to go to the hall. You engage with the decorators and the organizers. You have classes. You have responsibilities and duties at home, especially the women. I'd say that's an issue for us. But at the end of the day, we just we knew what we were going to handle when we took on this role. So we try our best to manage our time as best as we can, and if we have to not honor some of the commitments we have made, like classes or responsibilities at home, we do notify our parents, or we notify the teachers, and I'd say they've been really great help to us.
Okay. Wow. I hope all these challenges will be conquered or will be coped. And probably with these challenges, and how do you cope with them? Because wherever there is a problem or a challenge, there must be a solution to it.
Yeah. So basically, some of the sponsors who we are tremendously grateful to them, because they've saved us a lot of stress. They are very generous. May Allah bless them and grant them more than they wish for, inshallah. They advise us, because they sometimes do organize these big events, corporate events, so they come in and advise us university students on how to go about some of the problems we do face. In terms of how we cope, I'd say we try to understand each other. When there are arguments, when there are conflicts between one another, we try to come together, sit down and address them, so that we are more united, we are more united front, and basically just facing the challenges together.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Understanding each other. That is the big thing, actually. And as the treasurer or as the assistant treasurer, probably or normally we host gents to represent AMUC sometimes. Maybe the chairperson and maybe the legal affairs secretary, the other guy. Today, as it can be seen, we have ladies in studio. Maybe Zahra can tell us why is it that we have ladies today?
Okay, the main purpose of us coming and the main discussion of us actually being here is the Sisters Conference.
Okay.
And I believe that this event actually concerns the women, the ladies, and I think it will be better, it wouldn't, it's better if we as ladies are here in case anyone, like from the audience, from the attendees, if there is anyone who has any questions and just any inquiries about the event, then I believe that as women and as ladies we will be in a better position to answer them than them approaching the men and just posing their questions to them. So I think as ladies, we were the right fit to come here and speak on the Sisters Conference and some of the roles of the women in the community.
Oh, that's amazing. Hafsa, you talked about challenge with time management. This conference is for sisters only. Maybe you can tell us the challenges ladies are facing, especially Muslim ladies who are in school, colleges or universities. Or probably as an individual, what challenge do you face while at school?
I'd say one of the challenges we face, I'd just like to talk about it in general.
Okay.
About Muslim women is some of them at this time right now, they're facing a problem at home whereby the family doesn't want them to continue with higher education. And some of us may think that that's not a problem anymore, but you'd be shocked.
Okay.
It's still ongoing. And some of them are being told to maybe focus on business or maybe get married early. And to be honest, that's deterring them from what they want. You know, like some people, it's okay if you do prefer to go get married or start a business, that's your decision. But it wouldn't be okay to force a lady to not pursue higher education for your wants as her guardian. It's, I'd say it's not fair doing that. One of the other challenges I'd say that ladies face while in school is trying to grasp their deen, Islam. Peer pressure is very high in university. You make friends and they pressure you into doing some things you wouldn't do as a Muslim lady. And you'd think when you go to university, you wouldn't face such a problem, but it's there. So I'd say those are one of the major issues we face as a lady.
Okay, so like Zahra wants to add something.
Okay, as women generally, I believe that some of the challenges that we face are these the negative stereotypes that people usually have about Muslim women, that Muslim women can do this, Muslim women are supposed to just be doing this and all that. Another thing is Islamophobia. This is just too much, mostly in our schools and universities, whereby most people don't want us to practice our religion, and like, I don't know what feelings they have about it. I think another challenge is most of the time as women, I mean as Muslims, we are mostly misunderstood by people. Like, they don't really understand. If we do things a certain way, they just feel like it's too much. Or the ladies, just because they put on hijab, it's just too much, their religion is too much. And another thing is, I would just like to echo whatever Hafsa had said about education, whereby most ladies, most women are not allowed to venture into education just because of just because of some what's it called? Yeah, some just things that people assume. And another thing is on leadership. Most people feel like women cannot lead, and that leadership is just for the male. But I believe that leadership is for both male and female, although it does have some limits and everything. And another challenge is the differences in culture and religion, whereby most of the cultural expectations, they are taken to be as religious. Like people usually misunderstand and usually confuse the two, and in that way, like most of the women are affected.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's pause at that and take a short break, but we'll be back with more. You don't want to miss any detail about this assistance conference if you are capable, if you are available for the event that will take place tomorrow, inshallah. Therefore, stay tuned for the second part, inshallah.
Verse of the day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون.
Kuna faida gani twapata tukimjua Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallam?
Nabii mwenye ushawishi mkubwa duniani.
Tukizikwa tukitiwa kaburini, tutaulizwa haya maswali matatu: man rabbuk, ma dinuk, man nabiyuk.
Sheikh Jamaluddin anakupa simulizi.
Huwezi kumpenda mtu usiyemjua
na kutambua sunna zake,
lakini ukimjua na ukimtambua Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mapenzi yako yatazidi.
Ufahamu Rasulullah, familia na maswahaba wake. Tazama sira ya Mtume kila Jumatatu saa 1 jioni kwenye Horizon TV.
قال تعالى في محكم تنزيله بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Nasaha kutoka pwani.
هذا الدين قال الله قال الرسول قال الصحابة هم أولو العرفان. انتهى.
Ili kuongoza kwenye njia iliyonyoka.
Sikizeni hadithi hii ya Mtume alayhi salatu wasalam.
Hakuna atakayeweza kumfungia mtu mlango ambaye Mwenyezi Mungu aliyemfungulia.
Kuimarisha imani yako.
ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك.
Ungana na mashekh wetu kutoka pwani kwenye mimbar.
Mimbar zinamwakilisha Mtume sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
Jumamosi na wakati saa 3 usiku katika Horizon TV, runinga uipendayo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Enyi mlioamini, munapoitwa kuhudhuria swala ya Ijumaa, fanyeni haraka kuikimbilia, muache biashara zenu, hilo ni bora ikiwa mwelewa.
Isikilizeni kwa umakinifu khutba ya Ijumaa
ili uzidi kujenga imani yako na kupata faida nyingi ya siku hii.
Coming to you every Friday from Jamia Mosque, Nairobi.
Live on Horizon TV.
Ni kitabu chenye uongofu kilichoteremshwa kwa mpangilio maalum.
Sura ikiitwa Madania inamaanisha iliteremshwa Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam alipokuwa kwa Madina.
Kila sura imepewa jina rasmi na sababu zake za kimsingi.
Inaitwa Suratun Nisa'il Kubra, sura ya wanawake kubwa.
Fahamu sababu za kuteremshwa Qur'an na matukio ya kipekee katika utaratibu.
Asema Mwenyezi Mungu wa Nuha, nakumbukeni kisa cha Nuh tulipomlingania kabla, tukamjibu yale mambo aliyoyaomba, tukawa ni wenye kumwokoa yeye na ahli yake.
Ungana na Profesa Muhammad Salim Badamana katika malengo ya Qur'an kila siku ya Jumapili saa 11 kamili jioni katika Horizon TV. Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for keeping it at Horizon TV. This is our second segment of the Muslim Inside Show. So we were talking about the challenges women are facing, or Muslim students or Muslim ladies are facing while in school, in the universities or in the college. So I want us to look at the role of women in the Muslim community. Let me start with you, Hafsa Yusuf, as the Legal Affairs Secretary of AMUK. What do you think the role of Muslim ladies is in the community?
Thank you for your question. I'd say number one is to nurture. The ladies of today are the mothers of tomorrow.
Okay.
They are the ones raising our generation of leaders, of men and women of tomorrow. So they have the task of educating them, showing them how to bring themselves up as the men and women of tomorrow. Second, I'd say, is to educate. A lot of ladies nowadays, mashallah, and I'd say my sister, I'm proud to say my sister is one of them, they go to religious institutions such as Mahad, and they educate themselves on matters pertaining Islam, and particularly on the ladies' side, and basically learn how the Prophet interacted with women, what hadith came up during the time of women, so that we can educate, so that they can educate us ladies on how Muslim women were before and take them on as role models.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Wow, mashallah. You have something to add on that, Zahra, as the role of women in the Muslim community?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as Muslim women, I believe that we play a very vital role in the society, in that in the modern world, in the times now, we see that most Muslim women are at the forefront of maybe education. We can take, for instance, the ladies, I mean the speakers that you're going to have for the event. Most of these speakers, they are at higher, they're of higher education, and they have learned and they have studied, and right now they have reached to where they are. And we also see many Islamic women doing charity works. They are always at the forefront of these things. Many organizations, they're being run by the ladies. And I believe as ladies, we should not really like underestimate ourselves in today's society. As we can take the instance of the Prophet's wife, Khadija radiallahu anha, whereby we know that she was a very successful businesswoman, and she indulged in business and she was very successful. And we can also take on the verse from the Quran, from Surah An-Nisa, whereby most of we have some of the things which are entailed for the women regarding inheritance, marriage, and just how they should how they should conduct themselves like socially. So I believe that Islam, it has put for us as Muslim ladies many things to our advantage, and I believe that we are no less than men. Okay, الرجال قوامون على النساء, that's true, but we do have some rights that we have been put for us as Muslim ladies, and I can see that many ladies in today's world are really prospering in terms of education, leadership, charity work, and all that. So I believe that we are making a positive change in the society as ladies. We're actually showing ourselves kwamba, yes, we do have an impact that we are making in the society today.
Okay, everything is possible. Let me come to you, Hafsa. As far as the conference is concerned, what is your expectation?
3 expectations we have.
Okay.
Empower, educate, and transform.
Okay.
Empower, to give the ladies, the attendees, knowledge about what the role of Muslim women in the society is and their rights, so they can be empowered. 2, educate. I think that's self-explanatory. 3rd is transform. Basically to equip them with the tools to lead their life with purpose based on the knowledge that they will be given from the speakers, and also to basically better themselves for this world and the next, في الدنيا والآخرة.
So those are the expectations, the 3 main expectations that you have, to empower, to educate, and transform. So probably this one can also be part of the impact. Probably what impact does the conference hope to have on Muslim sisters and the wider promotion of Islamic knowledge?
To be well versed with it and to gain more, especially on the for the young ladies, because we're expecting ladies of all ages, mothers, young ladies, even children, girls, who are eager to learn more about their deen. And I just say that, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, about the impact and the expectations that we have. This is our first sisters conference and our first event for the ladies. It's AMUK, and I believe that we have very high hopes. We would like to establish that feeling whereby the ladies come out of that space feeling empowered and ensuring that they have connected with meaningful people. They have actually gained some insights, and most of their perspectives, maybe they were able to be challenged, they were able to get newer perspectives on things. And another thing is the expectation is that we would like to actually bring out AMUK's commitment to empowering the women, in that we won't be, I mean, this is our first time, so we'll be doing more of these things, and AMUK, it's a very good opportunity to show that AMUK, like some of its objectives, it is actually to empower the women. So through these events for the ladies, I think that will be brought out very well.
Okay, wow, amazing. And how does the conference aim to encourage connection, transformation, and unity among Muslim sisters in universities, colleges, and wider community? Because your expectation is that you are going to have all people of different age, as long as they are ladies. They can have children, teenagers, young Muslims. We have mothers, say, of all ages. Probably, how does that conference aim to encourage all this?
So through basically through inspiring and educative lectures and the spiritual uplifting activities that are lined in place, we expect that there will be a deep sense of sisterhood and belonging that will be created among the attendees. Also through sharing personal experiences and networking, there is going to be friendships created, acquaintances are going to be made, and basically there's going to be a support network that will be created for the ladies in attendance. Basically, if a lady needs advice from an older woman, basically the network, and she would benefit from the advice. Yeah, and who knows, a mother may walk into the conference and leave knowing she has a future daughter-in-law. You never know. You never know.
Okay, mashallah, that is amazing. A mother might walk in and never know that she can get a daughter-in-law from the conference. Mashallah, that is really amazing. And probably this is an initiative that you guys have been having, like the First Sisters Conference. You also have the student kitty. I have seen so many programs that you guys have been doing, including the mentorship programs that you guys did in Lamu, in the coastal region. Probably, what are other future plans or future initiatives that AMUK is planning to do?
So some of the future plans that we have planned as AMUK are the high school's debate and conference, which is scheduled to happen on the 24th of May, which is the next Saturday, whereby we'll be having different students of different high schools come in and have debates on Islamic topics and just give out their views on the same. We'll also be having the conference whereby there'll just be like a discussion whereby insights will be shared to the students. And another initiative that we have taken as AMUK is we have the upcoming Umrah trip during Muharram, whereby we have partnered with Ustad Umar, and this is an opportunity whereby the package is it's subsidized just for the students. The Umrah trip goes at $670. And I believe it's a good opportunity. It's a good opportunity for the university student who cannot afford like the full amount to visit the Haram and just do their worship and the Umrah there. And this Umrah, it's scheduled to happen on Muharram around 20th, which is around maybe the 14th, 15th, or 16th of July. It's gonna range somewhere there. So I think so far those are the two. No, actually, sorry, I forgot the East African tour, whereby we have planned for a trip to Dodoma, Dar es Salaam, like in Tanzania, whereby we're going to visit the universities, we're going to have mentorship programs, we're going to have like exchange programs with most of the universities there.
Wow, that's amazing. Maybe coming to you, Hafsa, this is an initiative that AMUK is doing, and it's doing a lot for the community. Probably we have other institutions that can at least do something like this. Probably, what do you have, or what message can you give to other institutions concerning initiatives that really matter to the community or will impact the community in one way or the other?
What I'd say to them is, in addition to organizing conferences, activities which are educative in general about Islam, I'd say we should delve into the sister side more, so that more women can be educated about Islam in terms of matters pertaining to the ladies, because I'd say much of the ladies nowadays, most are mothers, some are working, so when they come from work, they go to home. they have responsibilities at home and they have responsibilities at work. So I'd say they don't have time to maybe sit down and learn their deen. And it's not that they don't want to, they really want to learn about their deen. So maybe let's say if one day they go for a conference and it's about matters about sisters and in regards to Islam, I'd say it would be very beneficial. That's what I'd say.
Talking about prioritizing the ladies, and this is a message you're giving to other institutions concerning organizing this kind of events, and more so prioritizing the ladies. Maybe challenges are there, I know. So as assistant treasurer, I know you are entitled to the money that is coming in into the initiative or into the association. Probably you can tell other institutions how are they going to do this kind of initiative.
Okay, so firstly, I believe that these institutions or these associations need to actually recognize the value that these kind of initiatives bring to specific groups of people. And in our case, you're speaking about the ladies, the women in our society. I believe that such kind of initiatives, they help to, they foster that good relationship between people. It also helps to break down some of the stereotypes that we have about the ladies, and it helps to bring a more inclusive, it makes the ladies more strong, and they'll be able to be more resilient in the community. So I will really urge the other institutions to consider taking, they should consider like taking up this kind of initiatives, because I believe that we are always investing for a positive change, and I believe these kinds of initiatives, this kind of events, they are going to bring very much positive changes in the society, and in our case for the ladies. So I wouldn't just say okay, since we are here speaking about the Sisters Conference, it's about the ladies, but I think that's general. Just having these events, having these initiatives helps to bring about positive change in the society for both the men and the women.
Okay. Talking about initiatives, talking about impactful events to the community, we've seen or we've heard you saying about other future activities or other future planned activities by AMUC. Probably as AMUC, where do you see yourself maybe in the next? You've worked for two plus years, right?
Actually, I joined late.
Okay, like as AMUC generally.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and maybe how in future or maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, where do you see AMUC, inshallah?
Okay, in the next 2-3 years, I believe that AMUC won't be the same as it is right now.
Okay.
With the efforts that we are putting as the officials, we're actually rooting to see AMUC at a very better place. We're actually rooting to see the youth being more empowered. We're actually rooting to see that the Muslim Ummah is guided and always paving on the right path, and that they are not lost, and ensuring that we do more than whatever we are doing right now. Some of the events, the initiatives, we like to level up and just do unique and different kind of events that are going to be impactful to the society.
Oh, mashallah, amazing, inshallah. And may Allah make it easy for you guys. Let me come to you, Hafsa, concerning the conference. Probably, I know we've talked about it, you've told us the event structure and planning. So as of now, let me give you the opportunity. You can tell us the event planning and structure, and as well as your call to the Muslim sisters who are watching us right now.
Okay, in terms of the event structure, we're going to start at 8, and we have some speakers lined up. We do believe that breaks are essential, so maybe a session will be 40 minutes, afterwards a small break, then another speaker till at 1, where there's going to be lunch for sure. Then afterwards, we're going to have 2 more speakers. And I'd just like to note that the speakers will note that about the sessions that are going to be there, the activities, the group activities and everything. Then we're going to end at 4. And call out to the sisters, to all the ladies in universities, colleges, high school. All ladies of all ages are welcome for this conference. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be educative and transformative, inshallah. And just one thing I'd like to add in terms of seeing where Amuk is going to be, inshallah. We hope to go to be national, inshallah, to have each and every university in Kenya under us, and to follow in the footsteps of TAMSIA. TAMSIA is the Amuk Association, but in Tanzania, and they've been active for over 60 years. And alhamdulillah, last year we had the chance to go benchmark with them in Dar es Salaam, and I was really inspired by them, and we hope to follow in their footsteps, inshallah.
Wow, that's amazing. Collaborating with Amuk in Tanzania, TAMSIA, mashallah, that is really amazing. That is a call to the sisters, right? Maybe if you have anything to add on the call to the sisters concerning the event.
Okay, I would just like to urge the sisters, as my sister here has said, whether you are a university student, you are a high school student, you are a primary student, like people of all ages, all the women of all ages, you're all welcomed. And please make sure you do come. I promise that that the session won't go in vain. You're gonna gain meaningful insights. That we have so many speakers lined up for you, with amazing topics, whereby I believe you're not gonna leave there without being inspired, without being empowered. And I believe your perspectives on things will also change once you come to our event. So I'll really urge you to please come in good numbers so this event can be successful, and we have a safe space for the ladies tomorrow, inshallah.
And for these topics that are here with the different speakers, we have Sheikh Mubarak Awais, we have Ustada Rukia, Ustada Huda, Sumaya, Bilqis, and Fatuma. These topics that you have mentioned, or they are going to be tackled during the event, how did you guys come up with these topics, probably?
Basically, we looked into what is ailing the sisters in the community. For example, the topic balancing with giving yourself and others. A lot of ladies nowadays believe that they have to give their all to their family, to their community. If they're married, to their husband and their kids. And that might stem from culture sometimes, but they don't realize that in order for you to love someone else or to take care of someone else, you yourself have to be whole. You have to love yourself well. You have to take care of yourself to be healthy and to be able to take care of others. So now that's why that topic has been brought in place. Balancing with giving yourself and others. And then the topic the Sheikh is going to tackle in terms of education and women, basically encouraging them to go and educate themselves, get that degree, get that master's, so that you can go get a job and take care of your family. Yeah.
So we have ladies probably who are in this different, some topics here affect them directly, like we have Wasomi wa Kike, that is educational thing. We have the role of Islam concerning mental well-being, the giving about charity, the role of women, where we have the modern challenges, coping with the modern challenges. We have balancing education and faith. Probably we can have, for a person who missed out maybe tomorrow's event, inshallah, do we have, is there a future for another sisters conference organized by Amuk?
Definitely.
Okay.
This is the first Amuk Sisters Conference. There, inshallah, there will be a second, there will be a third. I pray that all goes well with the next officials. I think it will happen after the elections,
okay,
where, sorry, the yeah, the next officials coming in, and I pray everything goes well for them. But there we do plan to have more sisters conference in the future, inshallah, and also activities planned for the sisters.
Okay, as we wind up, let me start with you, Zahra. You can tell our viewers your advice, maybe an advice to the viewers generally.
Okay, so I'd like to address mostly the ladies, is that we have whatever it takes to achieve whatever we want. Mostly as Muslims, we are being looked down upon like so much in the society, whether it's with the other faiths and everyone, we are always looked down upon. But I believe that we ladies, we do have the abilities. We have seen ladies in higher education, so I believe we are able to go higher in studies. We do have people that drop out and all that stuff. I don't know, they get married na nini, but I believe if we just put that mindset kwamba we can do it, and we are the ladies, we are going to show people that ladies can also do it, Muslim ladies can also do it, then there's nothing that's going to stop us. So don't stop believing in yourself, and make sure you have your goals and just stay focused on them, and inshallah, as Muslim ladies, you're going to have we're going to pave a very good name for ourselves in the society.
Okay, I'm getting a question here on how a person can register for the event tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay, so there is a link that has been that's under the posters on our socials, and there's going to be a booth today at Adam's Masjid on the gents side for the men who want to buy tickets for maybe their wives or their daughters, and also on the ladies side there's also going to be a desk where we're going to be selling the tickets. So yeah, just use the link or the booths today.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. And we have the first Amuk Sisters Conference, as you have heard them. Radiating Faith is their theme, the role of women in the Muslim community, which will take place tomorrow, Saturday, the 17th May 2025, from 8 a.m. in the morning till 4 p.m. in the evening. And the venue is at Adam's Masjid Multipurpose Hall. And as they have said, entry fee is 100 shilling only. You can register online, or you can use the booth. They are going to have today, they are going to be there, so that on the men's side, if you are a man and you would like your wife to attend the conference, you'd like your daughter to attend the conference, or maybe your sisters or friend ladies, you can as well buy tickets for them. And on the ladies' side, as Hafsa has said, is if you go there, you can access, because today is Jum'ah, and most ladies are attending masjid during Jum'ah mostly. So you can as well get yourself the ticket so that you can be part of the conference that will take place tomorrow, inshallah. And that is where we end our show today, inshallah. Until next Friday, my name is Zamzam Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.